Hello, I'm Stacy Russell. There is grave concern over the health of Barbadians as we are recording some of the highest levels of chronic non-communicable diseases or NCDs. According to the World Health Organization's figures for 2019, 3,400 people died here, and of that number, 2,832 succumbed to an NCD, a whopping 83%. Therefore, conditions like heart disease, hypertension, and diabetes remain an ever-present threat to Barbados. That's some sad news. The good news is that the various messages to inspire Barbadians to take their health in hand seem to be getting through. As we can see, more and more Bajans are getting out and exercising in the outdoors, especially after the pandemic, whether they are using the new free outdoor gyms installed by the National Sports Council, jogging, walking, going to boot camps, just being involved in a sport like cricket and netball and football. They are moving. Welcome to this episode of NewsPULSE, Active Barbados. Fresh from his gym's inter-gym bodybuilding and fitness competition last weekend, former long-distance runner come lifestyle fitness coach Kenny Griffith is one of the first to say it does not matter if people are exercising inside or outside once they are keeping active, especially in the outdoors where it is free to do so.
This is the life medicine. This is it, and like you mentioned, this is free. This is free medication. Take care of your body, take care of your health through physical activity, and you give yourself the best chance of improving your health and improving the quality of life and improving the length of your days. And I'm encouraging everybody right now who's listening to this and who's looking at this audio and who's hearing my voice to get involved in some form of activity. It doesn't have to be a gym, even though I have a gym and I like people to come to the gym. It doesn't have to be a sport. You can just get out there and walk, because walking is so natural. Gravitate to something that you love. It could be a sport, it could be fun. Get in a little group, get your cleats, get a buddy, walk your dog, anything. Just get outside and have some fun. But move, get active, stay active, get healthy and stay healthy. And that gives you the best chance for a long, productive life.
With nicknames Adrenaline Boss and Mad Scientist, Kenny is one of the fitness instructors operating at the Garfield Sober Sports Complex in Wildy, St. Michael, running the ABC Fitness Studios indoors and complementing this with outdoor boot camps.
Our members love to be outdoors. If you see all of this fresh air, nice evening sun, which is not too hot, there's breeze around, there's lively atmosphere, there's friendly, so you just come out and sweat, have some fun with members who've built a relationship over the years.
Find Kenny in the breezy gym on a morning after an afternoon workout outside. Some members like David Barrow and Janelle Butcher, who has worked her way to becoming a personal trainer, open up about why weight training is their choice, and it's not primarily to be able to flex their muscles on stage.
As you grow older, you know, the muscles get a little feeble and weak, so it's good to keep them strong, that you'll be mobile wherever, and high blood pressure, sugar, and such like strokes and that kind of stuff. It's best to work out and keep the blood flowing, the muscles strong, and you'll be okay.
I had 5 boys, and I got them removed in 2008. My doctor asked me he did ask me to join a gym, strengthen my core and stuff to help me to heal properly. And I decided to join Kenny, but I still had my issues, not knowing that I really had to change my eating habits along with that. And there is where I started to eat differently.
Over at the historic garrison in St. Michael near the border with Christchurch, Jonathan Straker is another coach and fitness instructor, putting groups of people through their paces in his boot camp.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Depending on which day you catch him, the former soldier who represented Barbados as a member of the Barbados Defense Forces football program in Europe, South America, and the Caribbean may be instructing his charges under the main guard and clock tower or on the inner field of the Garrison Savannah racetrack. He is certainly seeing more people coming for what his Fitness Essentials Plus offers outdoors, confirming that since the pandemic, gym memberships have dwindled.
Since COVID, a lot of people prefer the outdoors to work out, to have fun, just to basically interact. But you still have the social distance. Since COVID, everybody invests in equipment. They train at home and they just have social media. Trainers put their stuff on the internet for you to work with. So you just go with the flow. It's changing time, so you have to evolve with it.
Back at where is considered the mecca of sports and fitness in Barbados, the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex, other adult group activities are also growing. One new one starting after the pandemic lockdown in 2021 is Soca Step 246, reaching people not only at the Garfield Sobers Complex, but in different communities around the island. One of their eager followers, the differently abled Kimberly Cadogan, says if she can move, most people ought to make the effort.
I have my ankle, but I don't have an instep and I don't have the 5 toes. I look forward to coming to Soca Step. I do 3 evenings a week, and when I don't come, I miss them. It's relaxing, it's distressing.
Kimberly's advice to fitness instructors and differently abled people like herself?
I can swim, I can run. I ran races at school, won. I played netball. I would say don't give up. You know, yes, you are differently able, but that makes you unique. You know, and for that uniqueness is what you can use to showcase. Yes, you may have to do it a little slower, you may have to take a little longer, but you can still do it. Try it. Try it. Be honest, because when I first came here, I signed up for this class, but I was nervous. I was like, what are you gonna do? I fall out just for falling out. So I was like, how you guys, you just be walking and falling out, Kim. How are you going to do this step class? But I came here and it was honest with Kimoy. And I said to her, listen, I don't have any toes on this foot. I'm not gonna try it in shoes first. I'm just gonna do it in socks. And just be patient with me. And she said, okay. I stayed at the back of the class. And ever so often she came and she checked in. She said, how are you doing? Do it at your pace. So what I would say to the wider public is give us a chance. Be patient with us. You know, if you differently able to go to a gym, plan for that person. Because that was one of my struggles with the gym. Some instructors didn't know how to accommodate me.
Leader of Soca Step 246, Kimoy Jones, with her administrative teammates Michaela Beckles and Christina Carter, talks about what inspired their movement to the carbon genre of music, soca, and options people have, including government's latest free offerings.
I just find it so refreshing to be outside. You know, you have other people around you, you have the fresh air. I just like exercising in fresh air. I don't really like the confined spaces of a gym.
What do you think about what government is doing to get Barbadians moving, exercising, tackling our NCD crisis?
I think they're doing a good job trying to get the public involved. Like there's the public space, this public gym and the gymnasium that they implemented. And there are different communities that are getting moving as well. We were part of the St. Michael North community and their Move Wellness program. So they're really trying. I think word needs to get out to the public a bit more about the options that are available. But I think they're trying their best to get the public involved with the free events and different activities that they can do to exercise.
What would be your message to Barbadians who might not be prioritizing their health in relation to exercise?
I think they just need to find something that they love Everybody doesn't like to go in the gym. Everybody doesn't like to do aerobics. Some people like line dancing. There are different ways that you can exercise. So just find the way that you prefer and that suits you, and just stick with it.
Kimoy is spot on in that the government, through the National Sports Council, installed outdoor gyms between late 2022 and early this year in various communities. Indeed, anyone can use them free of charge. Besides this one at the Garfield Sober Sports Complex in Wildy St. Michael, there is one in Map Hill and another at Bush Hall. Both of those communities are also in St. Michael. There is one serving Gall Hill in St. John and another up north in Indian Ground, St. Peter. Director of Sport at the National Sports Council, Neil Murrell, tells us what inspired the free outdoor gym project.
Well, that initiative came about through a number of different circumstances. Of course, we had the COVID situation to 2020 onto 2022. And in that initiative, management had decided that it would be useful, more than useful, for the public at large to become physically fit and physically active, because we were confined generally to our homes in the COVID situation. So as soon as the COVID situation, we put a program in place called Beige Fit. And that was a 6-week program which inspired persons within the community to become physically fit, physically active. And then coming off of that, management decided to go a step further. What had happened is that we had gym, which was left here by the People's Republic of China at the gymnasium when we came here in 2019, an outdoor gym. And we thought it would be useful, more than useful, to have gyms which can be accessed by the public at large. And that inspired the outdoor gym. And that not only that inspired the outdoor gym, but it fit well with the National Sports Council's goals, which was to develop sport generally, and Barbados' goals as a whole, in terms of our United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, where we wanted to decrease mortality, premature mortality, through having physical activity and mental health prevention and treatment. So that we thought here would be a good start at the gymnasium, and we thought that putting it into the rural communities would also, especially where there are large catchment areas, would also be very, 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 very useful, because persons who may not have the wherewithal to go into a regular gym could just come to the community and use the various gyms.
Kirk Weeks, an outdoor fitness trainer at the Garfield Sober Sports Complex for 15 years, is happily incorporating the use of the new free outdoor gym into Kirk's boot camps, observing that children are very keen to use it.
For the 15 years that I've been out here, and for the other, well, they had the Gymnasium Limited who was in control of the grounds from before. And since I've been here, I've seen them put up around, you know, a lot of different exercise things for people to do, but this was definitely a shocker. This is the first. Even up until last night, one of my members came to class and both of her daughters wanted to come over here. And while she exercised over there, she worked out with me and they came over here. And I found that interesting because then, you know, lately with the kids, they want to be on the phones, and, you know, a lot of kids is looking at this as a playground, but the things that they're doing are exercise routines. It's not like you're going through a tunnel and a slide at Chafet, or so they're here. They actually think they're playing, but these things are set up to work certain body parts and areas of your body. So they're actually getting the workout.
Adults are not being left behind in taking up the outdoor exercise challenges that the new free outdoor gym at the Garfield Sober Sports Complex offers. For some, like Tony Sudat, their children's sport is the main event. The gym, a fresh opportunity for parents.
My son is inside doing badminton, so I decided that
I may as well make use of the time while I'm here waiting for him.
And I
Yeah.
did see you utilizing
Yeah.
some of the equipment that have been newly installed
Yes,
here.
yes.
What are your impressions about it?
I think it's obviously a wonderful thing when there are resources put out for exercise. I'm a little bit surprised to see that there isn't a whole lot of utility or utilization, I should say, of it. I was actually thinking that when it was open that it would be hard to get to use it because it would be crowded, but that turns out not to be the case. I actually initially stayed away. My son was the one who came out and wanted to make use of it, but I've been on a couple and I found that I actually got a fairly good workout from them because I could feel the effects on my body for 2 or 3 days later. So I decided I'm going to come back and actually make use of it.
The free outdoor gym is helping Ms. Glenn Sobers find renewed excitement in her workouts in the outdoors.
It is fantastic. It's good for the kids and it's good for us adults who find walking up and down around the gymnasium boring.
So have you been bored exercising?
Yes. It's hard. It's hard to find a life-work balance. But once you have a buddy, you know, and you set a time that you said at 4:30 you're going to finish work and come exercise, we can get it done.
She explains why outside is the place for her and why being active ought to be a priority.
Well, one thing in the gym, you might have, say, a aerobics class, and people always yelling at you. I don't like that. And, you know, you exercising, doing weights or something like that, and people give you instructions, and they watch you and make sure you're doing it. Don't like that either. And, you know, with COVID, and sometimes rooms will be full with people, so you want your space. And so I usually like being outside in the fresh air.
And what are you trying to achieve in your own exercise routine?
Well, I need to lose a few pounds around the waist, but otherwise keep healthy and fit.
What would you say to people who might be putting off prioritizing keeping healthy and fit?
Well, I would tell them don't wait until something happens. Because something did happen to me and I get quarreled with. Ended up in the hospital, but now I have to take care of myself, drink plenty of water, get plenty of fresh air, and try to exercise, get back my strength.
Glendon Bell getting in his exercise 3 days a week in the outdoors at the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex is taking advantage of all free equipment on offer. Until recently, he combined jogging with routines on the Sagicor-sponsored equipment that have been around the complex for some time. Now he is also making use of the new outdoor gym that the National Sports Council has installed.
Exercise helps in terms of not only your own fitness, but also it helps in terms of how you feel mentally. And in terms of obviously any NCDs, it helps, you know, to kind of eradicate and help in terms of those particular areas. So exercise is important, and I find it enjoyable, but also one in which after a day's work you come out here and, you know, you get some exercise and, you know, you let off some of the steam for the day. I believe that I can do whatever gym can do. I think out here at the Village Gymnasium have the facilities to embody all that you would need in terms of getting fit, keeping your level of fitness. And I think this versus a gym, to me, a gym is more constrained in that you have to get there at specific times. You have to be in a box, so to be. Whereas you come here on your own free will as well, you have the discipline. You come here morning, evening, night, whatever. And because the facilities are always here open, you get beautiful sunlight. So it's more freer and more engaging, and then you get to see people doing other things that kind of embrace what you're doing and kind of give you that energy as well.
Tell me about your impressions of the equipment here in this new exercise park.
Yeah, I think it is a very good idea. I think it's innovative, and of course the area in which it is, I'm very pleased because I think it's been utilized by quite a number of persons since I've been around here. It's very strong and sturdy, And I think it can utilize some of the things that you get to do in the gym. The equipment here would give you the same purpose as well. This one here called the dual leg press. This is good in terms of building muscles for the legs, and of course it helps in terms of the calves, and of course the movement in the area of the ankle, that helps as well in terms of flexibility and strengthening those areas of the joints. And it's very comfortable as well in sense that there's no strain really. You can go to your limit of how you feel, and it works well.
Leonard Best also uses the exercise equipment that Sagicor has sponsored at the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex. Although he is yet to focus on utilizing the new National Sports Council gym, he is dedicated to staying active, jogging on beaches and around the complex to help him stay strong for his first love, hiking.
Well, you gotta do different exercises to work with different muscles, different parts of the body, and different environments. You don't get tired of saying one place all the time. I don't go to the gym because majority of my exercise is most cardio, and the best place to get cardio is by the outside. Well, I'm more into strengthening muscles. I ain't about building muscles. I want the muscles.
And how do you strengthen your muscles?
Right, things like sit-up, squats, crunches. I more want core than muscles. Strong core. Hiking is a lot of different terrain, uneven terrain, different slopes. There's got a lot of hills. Right, so it's work a lot of different muscles. It'll be a total workout.
Of course, we followed Leonard on one of his recent hiking expeditions that the Barbados Hiking Association organizes. As the blistering sunshine starts to wane on a Sunday afternoon, at least 50 hikers are trekking through Applewaite's plantation in St. George. And if plantation gave the impression of flat land through sugarcane, no, it is stumping through undulating terrain via the pits of gullies, over fallen trees, and clutching rope anchored around trees, scaling up rocks. 60-year-old Rosalind Griffith, hiking with Leonard and the others religiously every Sunday, says doing so has helped to save her life. Why do you come?
Come because it's a motivation. It's good for my health. Do a lot for me over the past years. So I just invite everybody to come along so they can feel the same way I feel, or feel a lot better. I had a few health issues like breathing and so forth. So my partner Jack, he invited me in for the first time, and it was a little hard at first, but then I enjoyed it. The breathing and so forth. Like I had sinus problems then, no, but then after getting to this year, so and then get a lot of checks and whatever, it showed me. So then my daughter recommended me that I should do a lot of like walking and exercises so that the breathing could improve. And so there, I feel a lot better.
Interestingly, we caught up with another hiker who happens to be a Sagicor employee. You can find Timothy Leon at the new National Sports Council gym in Bush Hall, St. Michael on mornings. Similar to Leonard, he is usually doing a lot of cardiovascular exercises like walking. Now he uses the new outdoor gym in Bush Hall to beef up his personal exercise program.
I figured as I got older that I needed to do something to prevent all of the issues that come with aging and leading a pretty sedentary lifestyle. So getting out and doing something physical was a must.
Okay. And do you go to an indoor gym?
Nope.
Are you involved in any other exercise group?
I have one group that I hike with, the Sagicor Striders. That's something I do that came out of the work environment. So I meet with them on Saturday mornings and we go hiking for a couple of hours, pretty much every Saturday. Well, it allows me to do more exercises that target other areas of the body. Normally, just walking, I find that's good for the legs and what's not. But this allows me to work on my arms, my upper body, my core. So it's all good.
When we consider minority groups, not only differently abled people are trying their best to lead healthy lifestyles, but the matured, the elderly, like 86-year-old Leroy Holder, who continues to be enthusiastic about playing road tennis at his favorite venue, the Dighton Pa Roach Road Tennis Facility, from where the new outdoor gym is a stone's throw in Bush Hall, St. Michael. The winning formula for the pest control operator, even if you're not practicing for the upcoming senior games?
Well, I try to eat decent. I try to take enough rest and play enough tennis. And believe it or not, I still work. I don't eat beef, pork, no mutton. I raise my own chickens and I raise my own turkeys. Any other meat that come into the house, only my wife and the children eat. I eat just what I just told you. And fish. I do not have any sickness at all apart from you catch a cold once in a while. My advice is to eat properly and exercise. If you already have the diseases, stick to your medication, and if it is the last thing you do, get in some exercise. When I am not playing road tennis, ma'am, I am at the stadium walking. I cannot even remember the year that I started to play road tennis. But it is a very long time. Very long time. And it's as long as I can stand up, I am going to play road tennis.
What keeps your interest in this particular game?
The exercise. I don't mind beating some people and some I'm getting more getting beat bad. I want the exercise. I don't worry about the beating. Some people can't beat me for sure.
Mr. Murrell points out the National Sports Council truly has seniors top of mind with other programs in its plan to keep Barbadians active.
Senior program started really in 2019 and December into 2020 February, which was a swimming program. And we wanted to start that program and increase that program, but then the COVID situation came. And then we restarted it last year, 2022. And the response has been overwhelming. We had two sets of programs in the swim, elderly swim program. And the response, I think the first year we had about 247 persons. And this year, nearly 385 persons attended the free elderly swim program. Persons who are elderly, who are retired, who want to know how to swim, who want to be physically fit, physically active, they were part of the program. And we worked in conjunction with the National Conservation Commission and the Coast Guard to ensure that that program came to fruition. And it really, that too has been an outstanding success. And we've pushed on then. We've pushed on to now having elderly physically fit program here at the gymnasium on three days a week during the day. One of our coaches, Valence Humphrey, he is leading that program. And again, the response has been pretty much overwhelming.
Over in Map Hill, also in St. Michael, the free outdoor gym there near the Pavilion and Community Center is bringing the community together. For some mature ladies and a sports coach, it is a timely addition to the grounds already known for football, cricket, basketball, and other sports.
I like exercising because it actually makes me feel good. You know, you're sharper, you're more reactive, when you're exercising. And then I'm the type of person who I will gain weight because I'm a foodie, so I have to work it off.
I see you have a personal trainer.
Yes.
Do you feel better working with a trainer as opposed to just coming on your own?
Yes, definitely, because, well, my trainer, Ingrid, she pushes me. I am not a pusher. If I get tired, I would stop. But not Ingrid. She makes you do that extra 3 that you want to leave behind. My father had diabetes, very bad diabetes. So I'm very cognizant of the fact that I need to keep my exercise up and know my numbers. So I also exercise from that point of view. I think that we should watch our diet, but I believe in eating a little bit of everything in moderation. I tend to cut out more when I'm I eat better when I'm exercising. I've been off exercises for a little while, and then I eat everything under the sun, and then I put on weight, and then I have to come here, and then I have to hear my trainer, and she drives me to tears sometimes. However, as long as I start exercising, my diet kicks in. I mean, well, in mind, and I can eat properly without any issues at all.
When you say eat properly, what is proper eating?
A lot of vegetables, lots of vegetables. Well, actually just switch from white rice to brown rice. I love white rice, love white rice. But I just switch back to brown rice. I've been on brown rice before. I find that I don't dislike it, but I prefer white rice. But I just switch. But it is easier as long as I'm exercising to do those things. So it's more protein, less carbs. But when you do eat carbs, good carbs are what is considered good carbs. You know, the sweet potato, the brown Barbadians, as opposed to the fine carbohydrates.
The National Sports Council gym in Map Hill, St. Michael has become a haven for sisters Merle and Shelley Todd in their early 60s. Big sister Merle, who lives in St. Peter, is influencing Shelley to be more active on her visits to Shelley living nearby.
I'm a diabetic, so it helped a lot with my diabetes.
Do you see the difference in managing your diabetes when you're exercising as opposed to when you're not?
Yeah, you see a big difference.
What kind of difference do you see?
Because it helped, like, keep down the sugar, the heart rate, and things does be good. My pressure does be good. Yeah.
Shelley is over the moon that her Map Hill community is benefiting from the free gym.
We came out here one night, you know, looking at a little football. It was like, wow, we were really surprised. I was really impressed to see that we have this facility here. Totally love it. Thought it was a really, really good thing. And my only thing is that hoping that the community would keep it the way it is, you know, take care of it as though it's theirs, take care of it. That's it. But you can't want anything better than this.
And the sisters also bond over paddleball and a special activity in the nearby park that is definitely not only for children.
Yes, this is lovely. Let me tell you, it's nothing like a good swing.
Ooh, you feel like you're
a
flying.
good swing. 63 and 60 right here. Oh yes, seniors, you can come on out. You can do it.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Woo. Enjoy.
Wow. Stacey have to join us.
Gotta take one too.
Yes.
Still in Map Hill, St. Michael, we see young people as well getting on the new outdoor gym equipment during their athletics training with Program Coordinator of Eagles Sports and Recreation Academy, Paulette Smith.
All right, Josh, I want you to hold the bars on the outside.
Yes, please.
And then you're going to come down slowly.
Okay.
And up, controlling the weight as you go. All right. How you feeling?
All right.
How much?
5.
Okay. Look up, focus forward. Three, two, that's it. You knew that I was going to take up Merle and Shelly's offer to come on this swing, didn't you? Oh, this feels so good. It really reminds me of my childhood when I was truly fit and active. This young lady next to me says that she can go higher than me. Let's see. How high can we go? I think she's right. But I decided to give this a go before going over to St. Peter, to the village of Indian Ground, where the National Sports Council has put down one of those new outdoor gyms. And in that community where there's a sizable population of young people, that outdoor facility is really helping to transform the community. Indian Ground is a rural hideaway near one of Barbados's heritage sites, the Farley Hill National Park. Surrounded by sugarcane, the community looks desolate during the early parts of the day, unless sugarcane harvesting is ongoing. But as the afternoon sun sets over Speightstown, the nearest town, children and young people emerge, heading to the sports and recreational hub at the main entrance of the village. There is a big pasture, a community center, hard court, and the new outdoor gym. In this tucked away district, we find some of the most enthusiastic netballers, and working out on the free community gym is now a part of their training. Their volunteer coach, officially the caretaker of the pavilion managed by the National Sports Council, says changes such as the addition of the gym, installation of floodlights on the hard court, and new opening times of the pavilion catering to after-school activities are invigorating IG, as they fondly call their village, with new life. During my girls warm up, they have to do 15 minutes in the gym. The good thing about this gym, it tells you everything to do on the gym. So the girls, if they have to do on the sit-ups, they tell you how many sit-ups they have to do on the bench press. They tell you how much on the bench press. So this gym is this very good, complete gym. And not only the girls just use it, the people in the community, because many times I pass and see the people in the community sitting down and doing their stuff. Older ones, they usually come out early in the morning or something late in the evening. But the only thing about the gym, it needs a little lighting, because after the sunset, then it's going to be dark. But this gym really suits this community, because we have so many people in this community. As small as it is, they have a lot of people in it, and children, a lot of children in it. So I make sure that the children utilize it, and I am grateful for it, because honestly speaking, in Indian Ground, we hardly get anything in Indian Ground. So right now, this is our year. This is our year. How we finally getting things. What I love about this gym and the way that it is now is that before, the children had to lift up tires. They now can work with them, push their body weight on these chairs, because the gym have different things of to work out their body. So they get to push their body weight, they get to pull their body weight, and they get to lift and pull themselves up.
Laverne, a die-hard community leader, is looking for even more help to keep IG's young people motivated, including the young men joining the young ladies to play netball.
I have a lot of children out here. When I said a lot, right now we got 96 children that's come out here and utilize this facilities, along with people in the neighborhood bring their children and playing as well in the neighborhood. So for the netballers, I have about 30 something children. And more want to add is that I am not taking them on because right now I have a lot. That's why I really desire to see that my girls play netball so good that they get choose for the netball to play for Barbados, or another international team to see them and work with them. Because we played a team, England team, and one of my girls get more outstanding player because she went on for about 10 minutes. And she played so well that they give her a praise for being played so well. Boys netball coming out big now because it's in New Zealand and Australia and England, and then those big countries have them. But my boys come out and train with my girls, which is good because my girls tough. So when we come up against people in Barbados, we come in tough because we play with the boys. So they have a team that want to come down and play, but she's bringing down a men's team as well. So my boys want to play. Because the way I train my girls, I train my boys. Because I cannot let you be playing with the girls and you don't know the rules. So my boys know the rules. While I train with the boys to see that it's not a girly thing. It is a movement forward. Because they can also go far in netball as well. Because as I said, there's big countries that have it, and if my boys play good enough that they can get invited over to Australia or over to New Zealand to play, that's what I want. I want that the boys be happy enough and comfortable enough to play netball as well.
After their gym workout, some of the female netballers share how the new National Sports Council gym and being involved in the sport benefit them.
It's very reliable, very useful, and very fun.
What do you think about the gym?
It's good. Some of the exercises are really, challenging, but push through.
And what about you, Mackenzie?
It's exciting.
What do you find exciting? The fact that you're able to be involved in netball, the outdoor activities, the gym. What aspects of what you do?
The fact that you can come outside and enjoy yourself, have fun, meet new people. I love netball. Netball is very active, and today, I didn't get to exercise, do my usual exercise routine. So when I come to the gym, I get to actually put in the work that I missed earlier this morning. Actually, it's a motivation because it's there. Sometimes when you can't see something, you are not motivated, but because you see it there, you're more motivated to do it because it's there.
Laverne's perspective on the importance of children being active.
I encourage people to run around. I encourage these children to run around. I cannot stand to see a child sitting down with a device because devices are not going to help them. They're going to play football on the device and they're not even moving. When they can play football on the pasta and running around.
One Indian groundman, Ryan Graves, is being quite strategic with his children's running around.
To be a dad, I think is about making time and spending time with the kids and try to appreciate the talent they have, and try to enhance them in any way. Right now they are at Whitehall Football Club. They have a game tomorrow, so trying to, make sure he ain't too rusty for the game tomorrow, that he can make me proud. They're doing well, so that's why I want to continue.
The football club that 9-year-old Giovanni and his 6-year-old twin brothers Jaden and Caden play for is based at Mile and a Quarter, also in St. Peter. But the extra time in preparation for matches is certainly happening on the pasture in their home village, where Ryan, their dad, is impressed with the improvements.
In the community, the guys just come out, the youngsters just come out, they may play some football, scrimmage. As you can see, they got netball going on. They have the new exercise machines that get put down a couple of months ago. So also that get utilized. So the whole aim is, I think, is to try to keep yourself, try to get fit, try to keep yourself exercise and loosen up. I myself gotta try to get back more enhance of it, but with the kids out on the football field, I try to play that part. So it's encouragement. Everybody can't afford a gym, and everybody don't have transportation to get to the gym. So I think it's a good initiative that the government had put in place, because you will get
You'll get young ones. Here, you play with the ball. You get young ones, older folks, all sorts of age groups. I see parents out here with their kids. So to me, it's something that very impressive that I think that basically all the community should get because they get utilized. So yeah,
Do you use it?
I never used it before. I have some exercise equipment at home. I got some dumbbells. I got the other stretch straps and stuff that I utilize from. Um, we got the balls, the weight balls is shut down. So I got my stuff from that. Sometimes me and the kids we want to work out home. Yeah. So because even in soccer, they still gotta do a little strengthening. So so far it's good, man. It's good and what's going on here. Come, dribble, dribble, go, good bar, good playing, Jaden. Goalkeeper got it already. That's good. That's good tackling, Jaden.
In keeping with the National Sports Council's aim of getting Barbadians even more active coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, Laverne testifies to the facilities in Indian Ground helping to achieve that goal.
Hardly would you pass here and see people on this pasture. Hardly would you pass and see children on this pasture. You would not, because there wasn't nothing going on. Because the pavilion was closed off and the children didn't come in. And if they do come, they ain't come for a long time. But the boys will come and play football and that's it. But right now, since that I am out here working and there's some person to open the pavilion and there's person to look over them, I have out here to be packed, especially on the Sundays and on the Friday evening, Sunday evening out here to be packed. You would not believe the transformation that happened then till now. At night it's much cooler and I find children love to play at night.
Experience some of that nighttime magic as the IG Panthers host the Grisettes Jet Stars. The hard court is hot, even in the cool of the day. Young men are in action. Young ladies on both sides are giving it all that they have got. The adults and youngsters courtside are cheering at the top of their lungs. They are hardly keeping score. These are friendly invitational games. The focus is on the excitement of the rivalry, on pursuing future ambitions, on being active. And other communities will soon be getting free outdoor gyms too.
Now we're going to another 4 or 5. We're going to Haynesville. We're going to Kings Park. We're going to Belfield.
The Sports Council confirms King George V Memorial Park in St. Philip, the Glebe, St. George, Haynesville, St. James, and Belfield near Black Rock in St. Michael are the locations earmarked for the next round of investment in outdoor gym equipment to help keep Barbadians active. The free outdoor gym at Gall Hill St. John is also playing a role in the fitness of amateur athletes and others living in and around the district. Captain of the St. John Cultural Cricket Team, Richard Young, and other teammates are definitely utilizing the gym in their fitness routines. Even if you don't see them pushing and pulling their body weight on the equipment, their performance on the pitch tells a story of top form. For the older St. John folks supporting the youngsters in their sports, just leaving home and walking to the Gall Hill Pavilion to cheer go a long way to keeping their bodies and minds active. Back at the Garfield Sober Sports Complex in St. Michael, some young people are going full throttle in exploring one of Barbados's latest sporting facilities. They are skateboarding at the Kiteif Skate Park that opened in 2019. 14-year-old Casey White, a Lott School student, is one of the females chasing the thrill in this male-dominated world. Her interest sparked out of necessity.
I don't like being in the house. I like to be moving all the time. When I come here, I have my friends and we can just have a good time.
You're one of the few girls.
Yeah, there's not a lot of girls that come here. We're definitely outnumbered.
How do you feel about that?
The more I've started coming here, more girls started coming, and I try to get like my friends that are girls to come skate too. But I don't mind it. I don't mind there not being a lot of girls. When we were locked up in COVID, couldn't go outside really. I had a bicycle. My bicycle got a flat tire. I had a scooter. I rubbed down my scooter wheel. And then the last thing in my house was a skateboard, and I started skateboarding. I used to go outside. I used to go in my driveway and just skate because I had nothing else to do. And from then it kind of progressed. And when I asked my mom for a skateboard, she was like, "I'm not gonna buy you a brand new skateboard because I don't know if you actually like it yet." And then my friend gave me a skateboard that was a bit bigger because the one I was using was like a gas station skateboard. And I started liking it a lot. I used to go outside every day. And then when the park opened back up, I didn't live too far from the park, so I used to walk here every single day that it was open. Any single time that I could come to the park, I would come.
And Casey might very well become a future skateboarding Olympian for Barbados.
Right now, it's more of just a hobby, but I would like to do it more often, and maybe if I do it more often, get better at it. But right now, it's just a hobby.
How often do you come here?
Maybe twice a week, but I'm trying to come more now, stay on top of my homework and stuff, obviously.
For 26-year-old Ashan Haynes, being able to get back into skateboarding at the relatively new Kaitif Skate Park after giving it up during his mid-teens has not only enhanced his physical health.
I was down. I wanted something to bring me up again, and skating was that. Depression. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, depression. I was a little bit depressive from some scenarios that happened in my life, and then eventually my friend came with a board that I didn't seen since I was 12. And then eventually I started skating it, and then I broke it, and then I bought another one. After that, I bought another one. Never stopped since.
With his new lease on life, Ashan coaches children who are even younger than 12 years old, the age at which he first started skateboarding. Skateboarding plus instructing at the facility under the management of the National Sports Council give him an awesome feeling of accomplishment.
It feels kind of like the father in me that I didn't know about, but I know it's there. So now that I'm doing it, it's kind of like surreal to think that this piece of wood has gotten me this far.
He has an open invitation to everyone.
I would suggest anyone that wants to come, just come. It's free. It's no charge to it yet. So now that it's free, come. Skate park's not here. It's not going anywhere. If you want to come skate, come skate. If you want to come watch skate, don't. If you want to come watch skating, come and watch it. But you know, just come and be a part of it. You know, it's something that we could be a part of here because it's something new here.
And there are special events for the children.
You know how we bigger skaters are here, but there's kids here, and we have like a nickname for the kids. So it's called Groms. So it's kind of like, yeah, Grom Fest. So it's for the kids, pretty much a competition, putting in a format for them to see how the competition goes and what's not, and to put them in the future generation of top skaters here going to the Olympics, I guess.
We started by sharing some worrisome statistics that the World Health Organization has on Barbados. In 2019, a stunning 83% of all who died here succumbed to a chronic non-communicable disease, or NCD. Heart attack, stroke, hypertension, diabetes, and the like. Now we can show you even more of how Barbadians of all walks of life are becoming active, whether they have decided to take their health by the scruff of the neck because they are concerned about their own personal health or that of the wider community, or they just want to play a sport or socialize with their friends or improve their mental health. And it would appear that the National Sports Council's efforts to introduce outdoor gyms that various communities can use free of charge and programs for the elderly are helping to encourage more Barbadians to become even more active. We're hoping that this movement of Active Barbados will help to eventually chip away at our NCD crisis, not only with regards to the number of people who are dying from these diseases, but in relation to those who are grappling to live because they are afflicted with these complaints. Diseases that for the most part can be well managed, can be overcome with consistent exercise and a good diet. For CBC, I'm Stacey Russell.